Yo, so I know your boy is a little late to the party, but a few days ago, y'all, we just got the announcement for some new Dragon Ball news. Now, the big one was that the Dragon Ball Super anime is back with the Galactic Patrol arc. And for my manga readers, you already know what that means. It means the Moral arc, arguably the best arc in all of Dragon Ball Super, which is a very popular opinion of many, is finally coming to our TV screens, man. They said the announcement is for 2027, late 2027. So we still got some time, but just knowing the fact that that is on its way is very good news for us Dragon Ball fans. A lot of this is very cool, and on top of that, we are also getting what seems to be a rehash, another remake of the early arcs of Dragon Ball Super. Now, I know at first value, at face value, a lot of people are going to think and say like, oh man, we've already gotten a movie, we've already gotten an anime, and we've already gotten the manga version of these arcs, right? And I get it, I agree, but the thing is, like, if we're being completely honest, the way I see it and the way it was announced, I don't mind it. Initially, I was like, okay, what do we need an anime remake for? But then I got to thinking, right? So, if the Moral arc, Galactic Patrol arc, isn't really coming until late 2027, we got time to kill, we got time to fill anyway. So, a rehashing of the Beerus Resurrection of F, which has been announced, but if I'm being honest, I would assume that they're going to redo the entirety of Super. To me, is not too much of a bad idea. If the original anime had just went from straight up movies into the consecutive arcs, Universe 6, Goku Black, Tournament of Power, that would have been one thing, right? But that's not how they went about it initially. We got a rehashing of the Beerus arc, the Golden Frieza arc, and then we finally got new original content, which was the Universe 6 arc. Now, if you were watching around the early days of Dragon Ball Super, you know that the animation for those early arcs especially, and even some later into Super, were absolute garbage. As the years have gone on, and when I look at Dragon Ball Super as a whole, it was definitely nowhere near close the best anime. And you could even say, you can make arguments for it being a bad anime. Now, the highest of highs were amazing. Tournament of Power fights, great. Goku Black arc, majority of its storytelling, minus the ending, amazing. Universe 6 arc, was a little shaky, but did it have a cool moments like, Vegeta meeting Kappa and them having their little session of mentoree. That was a great character moment. Cool fight. Awesome moment for Kappa, introducing a new Saiyan to the fold. And not only that, we had the Goku versus Hit fight, which was amazing. Now, the fact that we are getting the Beerus arc and the Golden Frieza arc, Resurrection of F, and most likely consecutive arcs after that to lead into the Galactic Patrol arc is a good thing. Because now they're going to get that Dragon Ball Diamond treatment where the animation is crisp, clean, amazing, and with the timeline that they have, it can flow right into the Galactic Patrol arc. And this can be a great entry point for new people that haven't watched Super. They don't have to worry about watching the entire movie and it not flowing well with the anime. They don't have to worry about watching a bad anime adaptation and then, waiting for the good parts of Super. They can watch it all consecutively in a condensed arc, which is looking like it's going to be about 6 episodes per arc. And even if you only get like 20 minutes per episode, that's about a 120-minute arc, which can easily tell the main parts of the story for each arc of Dragon Ball Super, in my opinion, at that quality. Not only that, if you guys are privy to this, the anime started before the manga, so we could get a much more truer adaptation of the Dragon Ball Super manga on the screen, and they could add in some elements, that we haven't seen. Another thing, say they decide to do the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, right? A lot of us thought that movie was amazing, thought it was perfect. Me personally, I think it's the best Dragon Ball film of all time, easily. Well, I'd say Battle of Gods is right next there to it. For those of you who don't know, the original runtime for that movie, a script that Toriyama wrote, was about 3 hours. So imagine if we're able to get that in TV format with diamond level animation. That would be amazing. not only will we be able to relive some of the great fighting between Goku, Vegeta, and Broly, but all of the elements that Toriyama didn't get to add on big screen, we could possibly see, and then we could flow right into the new Moro arc, and we know that that will be getting the utmost respect it finally deserves, with it being in pre-production. So all in all, I think we are getting a gift as Dragon Ball fans, and I think we are back on top as far as just getting good content. And Dragon Ball fans are going to eat for late 2026, early 2027. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and your boy First Degree is out. Peace.